Well, hey, friends, I'm Giovanni, your weather guy here at NevadaCountyWeather.com and also on Facebook.com/Nevada County Weather. And you know it's me because you'll see it's Nevada County Weather by Giovanni. That's me. And today we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with this developing weather system, pattern, event, whatever you want to call it. It's coming. Something is definitely coming our direction. Basically, what we have here is a forecast model. And a forecast model basically just shows you the greens are potential rain that's going to fall. Like here, there's a tropical storm Simon pushing inland. And over here, you see there's a little bit of a front. And here's Hawaii, just so you know. And way out here is where the potential for some storminess to pull in moisture from the western Pacific, which is way over here. You can't really see it. We're heading towards Japan and Asia. Way down here, you would probably see something like what's that continent called? Oh yeah, it's called Australia. Just teasing. But anyways, let me put the map in motion. And here, let me show you what's going to happen. So this is tomorrow for the 8th, and then we're going to go forward. Here we go. Notice here, this area is becoming a little bit more interesting as we go forward in time. Here we go. Now we're heading into Thursday. All right, here we go. Watch it. Watch that area there as I'm pushing further and faster. Here we go. The 12th. There it is. Boom. Look at that. Moisture moving in from Tropical Storm Von Fong. And as this moisture moves closer, look at that. Look how it intensifies. Why? Because, well, we have two things going on here. We have this ridge of high pressure which is likely to build, and that's where this whole weather pattern is dependent on this area of high pressure which is expected north of Hawaii. And why is that important? Because that will kick off a nice trough right over us, well, mainly to our north. And as that pushes inland, look at that nice front that develops. Let's move back one. That develops around the 15th, mainly affecting the northern quadrant of California. But this sets up an even bigger pattern change, which is possible because that ridge of high pressure, well, guess what? Look at that. That ridge of high pressure has drifted north. And as that drifting occurred, see, look at how it consolidated with that little area of high pressure. There it is. Bam. That will make our weather very dynamic. And as we go forward in time, now we're going into next Friday. There's the 18th. And there's Saturday. Not this weekend, but, 18th of October. We're talking about almost 10 days, 11 days away. And there we go. Look at that. Look at that ridge of high pressure right there. And look at that energy as it goes rides over the top. And bam, we get this big dip in the jet stream. As that big dip in the jet stream continues through the week, here's Monday. Look at that. Look where that bullseye is at. That is right over most of Northern California. See, there's a Bay Area, and we're roughly, right there, kind of, sort of. And as I keep going with this forecast model, bam, we are in the rain for sure next Monday, Tuesday through Wednesday. And it will continue. As I look at the map on Wednesday, on the 22nd, it keeps going. We have this westerly flow, and as long as that ridge of high pressure remains to our west out here, that trough will continue. And here it starts to let up a little bit on the there we go. It goes only as far as the 22nd, 23rd. And here by Thursday into the weekend, it starts to let up. And that's mainly because this ridge of high pressure will start to be progressive and move further east towards the coast and will effectively cut us off. That's the big picture. I know, this is mainly, we're talking about how many days away? We're talking 10 to 12 days away. And this is really the forecast that I want to talk about and wanted to talk about for a while now. I've just been keeping this under my hat because I've been watching these forecast models develop. And this is just one of the forecast models. This is the GFS model, we call it the global forecast model that United States uses, and a lot of other, we share the data across with the world, and they share the data with us. And I've been looking at the European model, and it's very similar. The European model and the GFS model are very, very close right now, and with a slight variation in timing. And that's really what's going to be the big clincher here. And it's all going to be due to this ridge of high pressure. Let me back up a little bit and show you. So this ridge of high pressure, look how it just creates this perfect opportunity, and it has to develop north of Hawaii. If it develops too far to the east, it'll pinch it, and we won't get any moisture. It'll all ride way to our north. So we'll see what happens. And it's all due to all that latent heat from that storm way off here in the Western Pacific. It has to give up a lot of that heat to really dig a deep trough way off here in the Western Pacific for that ridge of high pressure to develop. And not sure if how it's gonna exactly play out, but this is the preferred solution here. All right, folks, that's pretty much all I had for you on this part of the podcast. Listen into the rest of the podcast for the forecast. And I just wanted to set this straight because there's been a lot of confusion on what's going to happen, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like in the scientific world here, in the world of meteorology, which I love, of course. Okay, folks, I'll talk to you guys soon, and listen to the podcast if you haven't yet. I'll talk more about this and talk about the weather today and the weather for the next few days here for Nevada County.